power plays, trade tensions, and Wall Street jitters. What this week's headlines reveal about America's economic crossroads. 1. Harvard under fire. A battle over ideology with billions on the line. President Trump has now taken direct aim at Harvard University's tax-exempt status, escalating a fierce standoff over anti-Semitism, academic governance, and political influence, with threats to freeze to point to $6 billion in active grants. On top of a prior warning to cut nearly $9 billion in funding, the move isn't just symbolic. This is a full-blown political and financial pressure campaign against the country's top academic institution. If successful, it could send a chilling message to universities nationwide: comply with Washington's cultural directives or risk losing federal lifelines. Long-term, this could undermine academic independence, discourage global talent, and weaken the U.S. edge in medical research and innovation, all while stoking political division on campus and beyond. 2. Boeing grounded by Beijing. China is quietly turning the screws on Boeing, ordering its airlines to halt new purchases and delay deliveries of U.S.-made jets. For Boeing, already grappling with safety concerns and supply chain woes, this is a heavy blow. But the implications go far beyond one company. Boeing is America's largest exporter, and its vast manufacturing ecosystem supports tens of thousands of U.S. jobs. China's pivot toward domestic rivals is a warning shot in the broader tech and trade Cold War, as U.S. consumer brands from Apple to McDonald's face shrinking market share in China. The result? More pain for American manufacturing, potential job losses, and increased pressure on companies to reshore production or reorient toward other emerging markets. 3. Consumers keep swiping. For now, even as tariffs cloud the economic horizon, U.S. consumer spending remains surprisingly resilient in Q1. According to earnings reports from Bank of America, Citigroup, and JPMorgan Chase, debit and credit card activity rose, suggesting Americans are still confident enough to spend, at least for now. But behind the optimism lies a growing fragility. If trade tensions worsen and inflationary pressures mount, that spending could quickly flip into caution or contraction, especially among lower-income households. For now, it's a bright spot banks are banking on, but Wall Street is watching for any sign of a turn. 4. Markets hold their breath amid mixed signals. Despite all the noise, tariff threats, political clashes, and global uncertainty, U.S. markets largely shrugged off the chaos, posting only modest declines. The S&P 500 dipped 0.2%, and the Dow slid 0.4%, while the Nasdaq barely moved. Gold prices ticked up, reflecting investor anxiety, while oil prices softened. Interestingly, some beaten-down tech stocks, like Nvidia and Tesla, staged a quiet comeback, suggesting investors are betting on long-term growth despite near-term risks. Still, the message is clear: markets are in a holding pattern, waiting for clearer signals on trade policy, global demand, and consumer strength. If you like those updates, please give a thumb up and follow my channel.